Hello and welcome to the lecture. So let's understand how do we download and install the Bracket editor. So go search for Bracket, then you'll find bracket.io. This is the logo of the Bracket editor. Just click on the link, you'll go to brackets.io. You download the latest version. And once it is downloaded, then you can click on this downloaded version and then we'll install the software. Okay, so go to your downloads folder. You can find the Brackets, double click it. It'll ask you where you want to install your software. Just choose the default location, say next and say install. Click finish. Okay, you can go search for Brackets. What you can do is you can pin this to taskbar so it's always visible here, and then you can click to open this software. Well, you have successfully installed Brackets, and that's all for this lecture, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello and welcome to the lecture on checking your software. So let me walk you through what softwares you need to write this HTML and CSS and building websites with them. First, you need the browser. Okay, so there are three types of browser. One is from Google, right, and it is called as Chrome. You can download Google Chrome, google.com/Chrome, and then you can execute the HTML and CSS using the Chrome browser. There is nothing out from the Google, and this is how the icon of a Google Chrome looks like. The next browser is called as Firefox. Okay, remember there is this icon for Firefox. You can even use Firefox browser to view the HTML and CSS code. Okay, the third browser you can use is from Microsoft themselves. Microsoft Edge is one more famous browser that can be used to execute your HTML and CSS code. So here are the three famous browser, right? You can choose to have any one of them, and I prefer to have Google Chrome, and this is what we'll be using in this course as well. So I recommend you try to use Google Chrome, but it's up to you. If you are comfortable using Firefox, you can use Firefox. If you're comfortable using IE, so the decision is yours. Whichever you're comfortable using the browser to view the HTML and CSS code, you can go ahead and install them, or if it's already available on your machine, then you can start using them as well. So those are the three different browsers that you need to execute the code. Okay, so coming back to the editors and the IDE, well, for this course we will use Brackets editor, and this editor can be used to write HTML, CSS and JavaScript. One good feature about this editor is you have this live preview. So whatever you write here, you don't have to go to the page and execute it. There's a button here, and when you click on it, it will basically show the output, and whatever changes you are doing, you don't have to refresh the page. It's automatically been updated. So this is the editor we'll be using in this course, but again, it's up to you. There are many other editors available in the market. You can go ahead and use them. So let me show you some of the IDE and some of the editors that is available to write PHP code. First thing, you can go to brackets.io and then download the Bracket software. That's what we'll be using in this course. So we'll be using Google Chrome, and also we will be using Brackets. Brackets is to write the HTML and CSS code. Google is to execute them. Okay, so there's one more editor called as Notepad++. It's a very simple like Notepad. You can even use this to write the HTML and CSS code. Then there's one more editor called as Visual Studio Code. This very famous editor, and it has this automatic completion as well. Very simple and very easy to use editor for web programming. The next choice you have is called as Atom. Atom, again a famous editor that can be used to write HTML and CSS and JavaScript and many other things as well. So choice is yours. You want to choose Notepad++, Visual Studio Code, or Atom, or you have Sublime Text. Okay, Sublime Text. So you can even use this editor. And for the IDE, right, there's a paid version called as PHP Storm. Well, I typically use PHP Storm for my projects when I want to build an application, web application, and PHP is my server-side coding, so I typically tend to use PHP Storm. In this editor, you can even write HTML, CSS, JavaScript and many other stuff. Right, this is basically an IDE, and there's one more free IDE that you can use is Eclipse. Right, all these links I'll give you so they can go ahead and look at it. So Eclipse is again one more famous IDE tool that you can use for web programming. Apart from Eclipse, there is one more IDE called as NetBeans. Let's do a quick recap on what softwares do you need. Well, you need any of this one browser. Okay, you don't install all the three, you need any one. So it's up to you, pick one. You can pick Google Chrome, you can pick the Google Chrome, right? You can pick Firefox, this Firefox, or you can choose the Microsoft Edge, any one. Okay, pick any one. Then in terms of editor, you can have brackets, that's what we'll be using. And then we have other options as well. We have Notepad, we have Visual Studio Code, we have Atom, Sublime, then IDE where we have PHP Storm, then Eclipse IDE and NetBeans IDE. Alright, so one thing to note is PHP Storm is a paid version and rest of the other are free to use. Alright, so make sure you have the IDE and also browser, any one of them installed, so that in the next part of the course you know how to write the program and execute them. So make sure you install them before you start the course.